live in Southwest Florida in my studio this morning. I've got some goodies to show you. If you are joining me live, please say hello. Let me know if you're crafting this morning. Let me know if you have questions for me, anything at all. So let me get my glasses on so I can see. Hi, Barbara. Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Hi, Joe and Judy and Lisa. Good morning. Good morning, Grace and Lorraine. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Hi, sweet Melissa. Good morning. Hi, Grace and Lily, Pamela, Rita, Yana. Good morning. Hi, Leona, Mariana, Judy. Hi, Thea. Hi, Lisa. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Linda. This is episode 844, and we are live in Southwest Florida in my studio today because I have some things in the studio that I wanted to show you today, too. We will also be live premiering video part 2 for the Blake Sampler Crochet Afghan. That video will live premiere right after the podcast today. It starts at 9:30. So if you have the time and would like to join me live, you can ask me questions live while we watch it together. Or it'll be a regular recorded video after the live premiere is over, so you can watch it whenever it's convenient for you, and you can rewatch it as many times as you like, or play and pause as often as you like to follow along with me to make the second motif. Hi, Proverbs. Good morning. One of the really awesome parts about a sampler project like this is you don't have to mix and match all of the motifs together. You could make a whole blanket or a whole shawl or a whole scarf or a whole anything project with any one of them, right? So like even this motif right here, you could make the whole project in this motif and it would be pretty too. So you have really a ton of different options when you have a pattern that has 6 different motifs. You can mix and match 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then when you add color options to that, you can do 1 color, 2 colors, 3 colors, 20 colors. The options are limitless. There's so many things you can do when there's that many varieties in a pattern. So really exciting stuff. I can't wait to see what everybody decides to do. It's going to be awesome. And so if you want to watch video part 2 with me, that will live premiere at 9:30 this morning. Thank you, Judy, for sharing the link. I appreciate it. So she's shared a link to the live premiere video. So if you want to watch that with me, part 2 will be in a few minutes after the show, and part 1 came out yesterday. For those of you wondering about left-hand crochet, I will be releasing all 7 videos in left-hand after the live premieres of the right-hand versions come out. Is that everything on the Blake? It's in Be So Easy yarn. Thank you, Judy. Judy just posted a link to Be So Easy yarn as well. Hi, Karen. Good morning. Hi, Dee. If you have any questions at all, please feel welcome to ask. But as long as I don't hear any more questions about that, I will move on to the next item I want to share with you. And that is we have some new colors in stock for Be So Fine yarn today. Let me get my little platform so they can sit up a little bit. How pretty are these? Some of them are restocked colors, but the restocked colors are also colors that lots of people love. So that's always good news as well. So there's new colors in stock and there's restocked colors in stock. So where do we begin? Let's begin with Raven, that gorgeous black. Everybody loves Raven. It's such a popular color. Another of the super popular restock colors is $1 Million Red. Just, looks like $1 million to me. I love this red, and I know a lot of you do too. Can I make, yes, Karen, that's a great question. This pattern, the Blake Sampler Afghan, can be made with thinner yarn and smaller hooks, and you'll just have smaller squares, and you'll need more of them. Absolutely, that's a great question, and you could absolutely do that, yes. Okay, next up is Blue Danube, another super popular oldie but a goodie. How beautiful is that? Such a deep midnight blue. And another super popular color is Caribbean Turquoise, back in stock. And the lovely Chantilly lace back in stock. All right, and so the new colors, well, actually, this one isn't new. This is Denim Crush. Haven't had it in a while, though. That beautiful, dusty blue-gray Denim Crush. So pretty. Definitely looks like denim to me. It's like a beautiful, smoky blue-gray. And then we have a couple of new colors. We have Kiwi Green. How beautiful and bright and vibrant is this? So if you love Calypso Lime, this is a little bit brighter than Calypso Lime. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous yellow-green color. I would love a summer tank top or a summer dress in this. I love this color. Be beautiful for shawls too. Be So Fine yarn is my #1 fingering weight, 100% bamboo yarn. Comes 650 yards per hank, and I wind all of them into center pull balls before selling them. So when you order Be So Fine yarn, it comes in a center pull ball or center pull cake inside an organza drawstring storage bag, so that you can not only store it in the bag, but you can also work right out of the bag too. It's very convenient. Next color is Blue Skies. Just that gorgeous medium blue color of and vibrant of a blue sky, like we see at the beach all the time. And then this one is, if you like Pink Damask, which is a really, really pale, dusty mauve pink, this one's a little darker than that, and this one's called Petal Pink. Has a little variation to it too. Very, very pretty. So I'll go over the colors that I brought out today. So it's Petal Pink, Denim Crush. Gosh, those look pretty together too. Those two with Chantilly lace. That looks gorgeous. Okay, and then we've got Blue Skies and Caribbean Turquoise. I'll have to set them down now. Blue Danube, Kiwi Green, Raven, $1 Million Red. Oh, and that leaves me with my last new color. So if you are a fan of Parisian Bordeaux or mulberry or crushed berries, may I present to you a deeper blue violet, dark pink. This is called Raspberry Rose. How beautiful is this? This is deeper than, it is more pink than Parisian Bordeaux. It is deeper than crushed berries. It is deeper than mulberry. It is a absolutely gorgeous raspberry rose color, and that's why we're calling it Raspberry Rose. Isn't that beautiful? I want an evening gown in this dress. I want an evening gown in this yarn and somewhere to wear it. Just putting it out there. Oh, and a handsome date to take me wherever I would be wearing this dress. Thank you, Linda. All right, so let's go over those again. We've got Raspberry Rose, Blue Danube, Raven, $1 Million Red, and Kiwi Green, Denim Crush, Petal Pink, Chantilly Lace. I almost forgot a color. What's up with that? Blue Skies and Caribbean Turquoise. And that's not all the colors. There's tons of colors in stock also, so you can find all of them at the link at Be So Fine Yarn. Judy's posted a link in the live chat. I put a link in the video description already as well. You can also find, you can also search crochet patterns and knit patterns by yarn weight. So if you wanted to look up patterns for inspiration, you can look up #1 fingering weight yarn patterns for crochet and for knitting, and then you can see all the patterns that I've made in this yarn and other fingering weight yarns. And you can also substitute this yarn for any pattern that you like in #1 fingering weight yarn. And it's 650 yards per ball, so you can get quite a lot done with one ball. What else? What was I going to say? I've got lots of one ball shawl projects that you can see. Oh, I could pull out some shawl. Do you want to see some projects in Be So Fine Yarn? We haven't talked about it in a while. I'm wearing a project in Be So Fine Yarn right now. I'm wearing one of the crochet on fabric projects. This is called the Josephine crochet on fabric sleeves. So I added these sleeves to a tank top. So just a plain old store-bought spaghetti strap tank top, and I'm wearing it over one of my tie-dye maxi skirts and my denim vest. There, Judy's just posted a link to the tank top. Yes, Jody, this is Be So Fine yarn crocheted on to a tank top to make these beautiful sleeves. And once you start the sleeve, you could repeat this as many times as you want, sleeves as long as you want as well. Thank you, Joe. For anybody that's asking, that's going to ask about where I got the skirt, this is another eBay find. So I don't know where they sell the Lucky maxi skirts anymore, but it is a Lucky brand maxi skirt that's tie-dyed. I have it in a couple of colors, and I've bought them on and off over the years on eBay used, but you might be able to find them. That's where I found them. Dee, that sounds beautiful. Gold and autumn sunset would look gorgeous together. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of yeses. Let me pull out my shawl bins here. I believe I have some. We'll start with some knit shawls in Be So Fine yarn. Oh, so here's one of the newer ones. This is the Gracie knit shawl. This one I did with the Be So Fine gradient kit, which these are all in stock still. I have lots of colors to choose from in the gradient kits, but you could also do this in one color of Be So Fine yarn also. Pretty. That's called the Gracie knit shawl. You can find all of these on my website. And this is the Be So Fine sampler shawl. This is a knit pattern. Oh, no, this is Bonita Beach. This is the Bonita Beach shawl. This is a one ball project in Be So Fine yarn. Showing the knit patterns first, and then I'll show the crochet ones after that. Oh, here we go. This is the knit sampler shawl in Be So Fine yarn. Look at how big that is. This is still a one ball project in Be So Fine yarn. Amazing. 650 yards. So this is a sampler. Does a couple of different stitch patterns. So pretty. You can find all these patterns on my website. Here we go. Here's the razor shell shawl. I love this one. It's so pretty. This one begins at the bottom, and you work in decreases to work your way up to the top. So the opposite of a top-down increasing shawl. This is a bottom-up decreasing shawl. And it looks like one of those razor shells, one of those razor shell seashells at the beach. Isn't that pretty? One ball project in Be So Fine yarn. And then this is the Marissa shawl. This is done in 3 colors of Be So Fine yarn. You could also do this in one color. It's not necessary to do that in 3 colors. You could totally do that in one color, and it would be beautiful as well. Got that in 2 color versions here. It's another version of the Marissa shawl. And let's see. One more in here, or 2 more in Be So Fine. There's more in here, but I'm going to show you just the Be So Fine ones. This is a one ball knit project called Misty Memories. How beautiful is that? So you've got flower petals at the top, then some panels lace, and then an all over lace for the edging. These are all one ball projects in Be So Fine yarn. Oh, one more. I think this is called the Little Hickory knit lace shawl. It's a half hexagon shape. There's a little bit of damage in it. It's an old one, but you don't have to make. It's just because I think there's damage. Maybe not. Oh, there it is. See, I've safety pinned it. Super pretty. That's also a one ball project. All right, let's grab some crochet ones. This is a top made in Be So Fine yarn. This is the Meshberry pullover. That's crochet. I'll pull out some other projects too. Let's start with shawls. Let's see what I can find in here. Let's see if I can remember all the names too. And like I said, I'm just focusing on the Be So Fine patterns today. This is the Molten Lava crochet shawl. This is also a one ball project. one has beads on the end. Oh, I restocked a bunch of the crystal beads on my website yesterday. So the 4mm Preciosa crystal beads, I restocked a bunch of colors of it yesterday, and you can see all of the great photos and the yeah, everything's updated on there. And I also included some filters so that you can browse patterns by what I've made with beads. So if you're looking for inspiration as you're looking at the beads, you can also get inspired by knit patterns with beads and crochet patterns with beads. This is called, I believe this is the Lila Berry shawl. Isn't that beautiful? This is a one ball project still in Be So Fine yarn. See how far 650 yards will go? Amazing, right? This is the Isla Morada shawl. It's a half hexagon shape. Also a one ball project. This is the Sunny Isles crochet shawl, and this one is one ball project, and it has that beautiful edging that mimics the lace in the design. So pretty. Look at the drape. You really can't top the drape of bamboo yarn. You can come close, but you can't top it. All right, let's see. Oh, well, this one is in, I can't think of the name of it. It's a newer one. This was a mystery crochet along, and then it was a pattern. Giada, maybe? I could be wrong. I think this is the Giada shawl. Anyway, this one's done in Be So Fine bling yarn, but you could totally do that in regular Be So Fine yarn as well. I still want to do a dress with that edging at the bottom of the skirt. Giada, thank you. Let's see, any more Be So Fines in there? No. Okay. Now, I will point out that even if you're going to do something, I have other patterns. Any of my shawls that are top-down increasing shawls, they could be done in any yarn, right? So just because, like, for example, the Infinite Friendship shawl, this is a top-down increasing shawl that I did in Be So Baby yarn. You could totally do this and Be So Fine. You would just, you know, change your hook size and maybe it would be a different amount of yardage, but you could just follow the same instructions with a smaller or thicker yarn and either have to work more rows or less rows depending on what you're doing. So let me give you a good example. I started working on the Key West crochet shawl today that was originally done in Be So Fine yarn with a 4mm hook in Be So Fine yarn, and I started working up a swatch of it today in Be So Easy yarn with an 8mm hook. So it's really interesting to me how different it's going. It's going to look similar but different, and it'll take so many less rows to do that. So it'll be a much quicker project, and cool, right? So any of my top-down increasing shawls, no matter what yarn they were worked in to be for the sample and for the pattern, you could use any weight yarn and any size crochet hook or knitting needles, and you would just have to work more rows if you're using a thinner yarn or less rows if you're using a thicker yarn. I don't remember the name of this one. Anyway, this one's done in Be So Baby yarn. So was the Infinite Friendship shawl. But again, they're top-down increase. You could do these in any weight yarn. It would just change your yardage. That's all. All right. So now we went through shawls in Be So Fine. There's tons of stuff that I've done in Be So Fine yarn. There's capes, shawls. Oh, there are vests, pullovers, cardi wraps. So many things. And you can search patterns by yarn weight on my website, which I think would be really inspiring. If you're wanting to try Be So Fine yarn for the first time, you might want to look and see what kind of patterns I've done in the yarn first, and you know, get your juices flowing. Yeah. So far I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6 rows. This is only 6 rows, and look at how big this is already. Do you guys like the chunky weight for a yarn, for a shawl? Do you guys think that would be interesting to do Be So Easy in this kind of a shawl? I think it might be fun. certainly be instant gratification. That's going to go fast. Great for prayer shawls too, when you can make something really quickly, because you can give more prayer shawls out. The quicker you can make them, the quicker you can give them. Shadow bloom shawl. Yes, Judy, that was it. Thank you so much for sharing all those links. Does anybody have any other questions? A lot of these patterns have video tutorials on my YouTube channel as well. Not all of them. Some of them are on that very long list of things on my to-do list. Oh, I also wanted to point out something to you guys. So I couldn't find, I use, for my laptop when I travel, I use a padded laptop case. I think one I use is from my Redbubble shop with that beautiful pink and purple sunset design print from a photo print that I have uploaded on there. And I couldn't find it for the life of me before I left to go to Indiana last week. And so I pulled out this laptop case, which is from, I believe this one's from my book, 52 Crochet Gifts, and it's, now that I'm saying it, the name's escaping me again. Oh my gosh, there's so many this morning. Anyway, it's a laptop case. I believe you can find it under bags on my website. Let's see if I can find it real quick. It's a crochet pattern in Biso baby yarn. This is color Peach and Diva. Let's see, Shop Patterns, crochet. Where can you watch my past TV show episodes? I assume you mean like Knit and Crochet Now. They would be on PBS. Let's see, we're going to look up DK Weight and 52 Crochet Gifts because I know it was in that book. Of course, am I going to prove myself wrong now? Maybe. It's called the Mabel Sleeve Tapestry Crochet Pattern. So it is a laptop sleeve pattern. It's done in mosaic, or not mosaic, tapestry crochet, and it's called the Mabel. It's done in 2 colors of Biso baby yarn. And I wanted to tell you that it worked wonderfully for me for the trip. I was able to slide my laptop in here. I guess I could show you. I could close my laptop real quick. So I have a 15-inch MacBook Pro, and I just slid it right in here, like that. I think if you wanted to, you know, make it extra secure, you could actually either line this with, what do you call that, like flannel or something, or polar fleece, or you could do a double thickness of the bag as well, for the laptop sleeve. But as long as, let's see, so you put the, did I do that on camera so you could see what I was doing? I couldn't tell. So these elastics, they're sewn onto the back here, and once you put the sleeve in and you fold this over, then you pull that, then you take this elastic and you wrap it around. You can see it, thanks Whisper. And so I just kind of folded this down a little bit, but this worked great. I kept it in my bag and just slid it right into my bag, and anytime I pulled it out and used it, I just actually used it as a tray then, not a tray, a mat. So then my laptop wasn't touching whatever surface I was at either, so just put it right on there. Or you could just tuck it in your bag if you wanted to put it away. But I just wanted to let you know that not only do I make my samples, but I use them as well. And I thought that this was very functional. I would absolutely make that for a gift. I thought it was very functional, and it worked great for me. Does anybody have any other questions? For anybody that missed yesterday's show, I am doing a yarn giveaway this week. If you want to go back and watch yesterday's episode of Create, Share, Inspire podcast, that would be episode, let me just make sure I say this right. That would be episode 843. If you go to that video and leave a comment, you will be entered to win 10 balls of Biso baby yarn and I will be randomly choosing one of the comments next Thursday for the winner, and we'll be letting everybody know in the comments whether they won or did not. And I will be leaving a comment a pinned comment explaining who won, and also leaving that information in the video description. I will also mention it here. On that day, I will mention that all of the information is on episode 843 video. Let's see, I see a couple of questions. What type of crochet is this? This is called tapestry crochet. I have done several videos on tapestry crochet. You can find them here on my YouTube channel. I have not done a tutorial on this particular pattern, but I have done tutorials on other tapestry crochet patterns and gone over in detail how to read a tapestry crochet chart, as well as how to crochet tapestry crochet. Type of crochet, okay. Are these straps sewn in? Yes, I used a sewing needle and thread to sew these straps on. Yes, they're sewn on. What was the other show I was on before Knit and Crochet Now? It was called Knitting Daily TV, also on PBS. Can I show you how to use Adobe Illustrator one day? That's a loaded question, Angela. I would be happy to, but there's a lot to it. So I guess we could start slow, and I thought it might be fun to just do some videos of showing how a chart comes together. Not so much teaching, but entertaining. Let's see, Debbie. Tapestry crochet is kind of like mosaic crochet, slightly different though. They both work single crochet through the back loop only, but this one they're slightly different. Mosaic crochet involves working double crochets in rows below, and in tapestry crochet you're just changing color and working all of your stitches in single crochet through the back loop only. Angela, what were you wanting to learn on Illustrator? Just curious. Great questions, everybody, by the way. I'm guessing you mean crochet charts? You want to learn how to make crochet charts? Is that what you mean, Angela? Thanks, Lisa. All right, we are almost out of time. It's 9:28. If you're going to join me for the Blake Sampler Afghan video part 2, that starts in 2 minutes, so we have time to read one inspirational quote. This is from Swami Vivekananda. That's a mouthful. I think I got it right that time. Okay, talk to yourself at least once a day. Otherwise, you may miss a meeting with an excellent person in this world. I love this quote. What a simple and easy reminder. You are awesome, and you have to remind yourself that you are awesome, right? Even if you talk to 100 people a day, or maybe you don't talk to anyone a day, you always have this incredible opportunity to talk to one of the most amazing people you know, yourself. And if you remind yourself of that, you might be amazed at how much more grateful you could be for yourself, or how much more you'll appreciate yourself. And it starts with talking to the person in the mirror first thing in the morning. Whether you leave inspirational quotes on sticky notes on your mirror, or leave yourself reminders, it is always, always, always a good reminder to appreciate yourself, because you know what? You're pretty awesome. You're unique, you're special, and you're awesome. And it's always important to remind yourself of that, the most important person to remind. Okay, so thank you, Swami Vivekananda. Talk to yourself at least once a day. Otherwise, you may miss a meeting with an excellent person in this world. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the new colors of Be So Fine yarn and talking a little more about the Blank Sampler Afghan. I do have more to say about this too, and we'll talk about that again tomorrow, or Monday. Anyway, if you can join me now for the live premiere of video part 2, that would be great. If not, the video will be there all the time anyway. Have a great weekend. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.